Alright guys, I want to do some stuff in the interior of the Acty that I've been meaning to do for a while. So basically all it is the center console. It's really faded. I did the same thing with the door cards where I just used some black vinyl paint and touched it up because right now it's really faded gray. And also changed the shift knob to, I bought like something interesting on eBay that I thought was kind of fitting the whole JDM theme, and take it from there. Okay, so here is the center console. So this dark gray portion is actually in very good condition, just like the dashboard. It was really weird. The door cards were all faded. I had those painted black. The window, the roll-up window arms, the same thing. I painted them black, and those kind of tie into the dark gray. I think it matches. But you can see here, this portion is all faded gray. This is basically how the door cards were too. And it's got this, I don't even know what the hell this is. I guess it must have been some sort of an ashtray that's taped on. So I'm gonna remove this portion. First I gotta remove this one, which I believe it's just that screw down there, and I believe a small screw right there, and then I think the whole thing comes out after that. I'll check it out to see if there's any more attachment points, but it looks pretty straightforward. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, so I just want to explain what I did as I go. So this piece, you have to unscrew the shift knob. There's a screw on top, a screw on the side, and a screw on the other side. This one's kind of underneath the driver's seat. Alright, that gets that out. This piece, screw here, you have to remove the ashtray. There's a screw there. There's a screw here. That actually is for this shelf underneath the glove compartment. You have to remove it to gain access to this part here. So so you got to remove that screw. Inside here it's kind of dark. There's a screw there, one back there, one down here, and one here. And did I miss anything? Oh, and there's also one down here. So this, I removed all the screws for this shelf, so this pops right out. Okay, so now once you pop that out, there's this screw that's hidden, and if you don't remove that shelf, you won't see that. So I think hopefully this is the last screw, and after this I could remove the that center console piece. Let's give it a try. Not easy. Gotta flex it out of the way. There we go. So let's see if this is, so I was right, this is just taped on. So I'm gonna see if I could put some kind of solvent to remove this. It's just double-sided tape, and then I'll prep it and paint it, and then try to pop it back in. Also, I've always noticed there's a lot of play in the shifter, and it looks like maybe if I put some nylon washers in there. I'm trying to see where the play is coming from. I'm gonna try to see if I could tighten this up a little bit. see if I could see if there's any bolts that are just loose that need to be tightened, just to eliminate some of that play. Alright, so on to the prep.
Ryan Little.
Okay, so I picked up the paint can. It was completely empty, and just by sheer luck or a miracle, it was just enough paint to get a nice even coat all around. So looks pretty good. Looks basically brand new. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this product, but it's amazing. It doesn't crack or anything. I haven't sprayed soft vinyl with it, or like seats. I've only done like door cards and hard plastics, or stuff that basically you don't sit on. And also it works on carpeting as well, so I've done that and it works great. Okay, so I was looking at this mechanism, and basically this whole platform is mounted on rubber mounts, so I guess it's designed to be flexible. I don't know if that's to absorb some of the vibration from the drivetrain. That's what I'm thinking. This piece here has flex in it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this nut. I'm going to put a nylon washer and tighten it again to see if that will take up some of the slop without eliminating the ability for it to move. So I'm going to do that first, see what that does. Okay, so I was able to remove the cotter pin that holds this in place, and it basically is just a cotter pin and a washer. It's a metal washer. It's kind of weird. It's rubber on one side, metal on the other. So what I think I'm gonna do is put a nylon washer in front of it. I hope that won't really change the geometry of the mechanism. I'm gonna put this first. Hopefully it'll fit. Okay. Then the arm. Try to do this with one hand. And now the washer. I think the rubber side goes against that, and the cotter pin's pretty beat up, but I think I could still use it. There you go. And there you go. I'm just gonna put some grease on it too, but let's see. I think that's really, oh yeah, big difference. Big difference. I mean, you still have play, but before it's actually noisy when you shift it. So the other connection, I can't get to it without removing the driver's seat, so I think I'm gonna hold off on that. I think yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Maybe when eventually the plan is to get the seats reupholstered, so when I do that, I think I'll just pop that open and kind of do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so unfortunately we're running out of daylight, so I'm just gonna have to continue this hopefully tomorrow. But let me take this out of here so you can see a little bit better. This is the painted console. Looks really good. So all I gotta do is basically pop that back, along with the the shifter cover, and then I'll also change the shift knob at that point. Okay, it's a new day. We're gonna go ahead and reinstall the center console and finish up what we started the night before. Okay, so this is the shift knob that I'm going to install. Came in this really nice packaging actually. So you got these rubber sleeves, different diameters, so they're that you could use different depending on the diameter of the shifter shaft. And this is the katana handle, pretty good quality. I don't know if it'll last a long time, but it looks pretty authentic. It's actually woven material. In a copper looking pommel, and the hilt actually has some weight to it. I think the handle's plastic, but the this part here looks like it's aluminum. So yeah, so I guess you slide one of those sleeves over after you figure out which one you need, and then you insert this over the sleeve, and then you just tighten these 6 set screws coming in from 3 sides. And that's it. Okay, so it looks like the second one here is the right size. So I'm just gonna cut off these guys. Slide this over it. Have to back out these set screws somewhat.
Brian Little. Shifters installed. I actually like how you have more leverage. Yeah, let's see. I'll have to get used to it, and I might actually write down this shift pattern somewhere just in case, because you know I don't drive this very often, and I have 3 cars that are manual, and they all have different shift patterns, so I don't want to do something stupid one day just because your mind takes over and you don't really pay attention to what you're doing. One last step is I bought this cheapo cup holder on eBay. Looks like it just has 2 pressure sensitive pads, and that will replace the one that was here before. Just plop it down right there, and at least I'll have something somewhere I can put my coffee if I ever have one, or even my keys and stuff like that. So we're just gonna go ahead, peel back the adhesive, backing on these guys. I don't know how good this adhesive is. Looks like it's pretty crappy actually, because it just lifted with me trying to remove the backing paper. Worst case scenario, I could always just screw it in. Let me just make sure I put this level. Okay. All right. There you go. Alright, we now got, so we fixed this up, looks really good. Got a cup holder, got our shift knob. So I think we could call the interior done for the most part. I think the only thing maybe I might mess around with is like I said, have to put a write the shift pattern somewhere. I think I'm just gonna get an ink marker and write it down somewhere. Or maybe something less permanent. I'll figure it out. Alright, thanks for watching.